and thank you for tuning in to this review of Tubi's new movie, Happy Anniversary. You could be on any channel in the world, but you're right here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. So before we get started, please go ahead and like this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you do like both movie reviews and also TV reviews. All right, so this Happy Anniversary movie on Tubi, y'all. First of all, I love Tubi. Tubi is a free streaming service. A lot of the movies are ratchet. A lot of the movies are Tubi originals, and they just pumping out content over there, you know, guys. So you can't have too high expectations for the Tubi original movies because they pumping out content so quick over there. So sometimes the writing is sloppy. The acting is usually pretty good, but you know, you gotta taper your expectations for the Tubi movies, y'all. But anyway, I was interested in watching Happy Anniversary once I saw the trailer and once I read like the description of the movie. I was so interested to see how this chick got 3 husbands in such a short amount of time. I mean, you know, a lot of ladies, like, they don't want to wait 5-10 years to get married. Like, this girl was, you know, she was burning and turning them real quick. Like, quick engagements, quick weddings. Like, she was having those men wrapped around her finger. So I was mostly interested of watching this movie from that angle. But let me back up a little bit before I get into my theories on how Lamaya Good got these 3 husbands in a short period of time. Let me just give you like a quick review of the movie. I don't want to give you too many spoilers because I do want you to head over to Tubi and watch the movie. But yeah, let's just go over a quick recap of the movie. Well, they say revenge is a dish best served cold, but in Happy Anniversary, it's served with wedding vows, a ring, and a whole lot of deception. Lamaya Good plays a woman with 3 different names, 3 different looks, and 1 savage mission: to make the men who did her dirty when she was just a kid pay for their sins in blood. One by one, she slides into their lives like a dream come true. They fall head over heels in love with this woman. And before they know it, they're married. They're thinking they hit the jackpot. And then, psych, little do they know, she's been plotting on them since childhood. Shit, waiting to get her lick back. And on their first wedding anniversary, let's just say the gift ain't love, it's revenge. And it comes with a body count. Yes, y'all, on each 1-year anniversary, Lamaya Good is murking these men. She's killing them on a 1-year anniversary. But things got a little spicy with her third husband because she was not able to kill him on the 3rd anniversary. I don't want to give away the little twist at the end, but yeah, it was a little twist on the end that I thought was a little clever. That was some cute little writing there, Chris Stokes in Footage Films. I definitely like that. But now I do want to get into a little bit about these characters before I dig into my theories on how this crazy lady was able to get 3 husbands in such a short period of time. All right, so what really worked about this movie for me was the acting. The acting was really good for a Tubi movie, guys. I mean, we had the main character was Lamaya Good, who was Megan Good's sister. And they really look alike, especially in the mouth area. I think I might have said that before. But nonetheless, very pretty lady. You might know her from her roles in Kingdom Business, Vicious Affair, and also Death Saved My Life. So we've seen her in other films as well, and she killed it. She did a good job taking on 3 different identities. And then we had her first husband, whose name in the movie was Henry, and was played by O'Shea Russell. And y'all know him as Tommy from All the Queen's Men, and it was so good to see Tommy in this role. As y'all know, in All the Queen's Men, he is so gangster, he is so serious. So it was nice to see him in a different role where he was very soft, and he was just... He fell for her. You know, he fell head over heels for her. And, you know, he was an easy target nonetheless. He was the first husband. And then we had the second husband, who was played by Tremaine Norris. His name in the movie was Emmett. And Emmett was he looked like he was a wealthy real estate developer, I believe, in this movie. But you guys know Emmett from Grownish. We know him from Vicious Murder 2 and Days of Our Lives. All right. So I don't think I saw him on a few other Tubi movies too, if I'm not mistaken. I know his face very well. And then we had the third husband, Anthony Dalton II, who was Mr. Stevens in the movie. He was running for mayor in this movie. But nonetheless, He was played by Anthony Dalton, another handsome man. All three husbands were handsome, y'all. And we know him from Sisters. That's the main role I know him in. But again, he's another face that I've seen in a lot of a lot of black movies, and I'm pretty sure I saw him in Tubi movies too. But nonetheless, guys, the acting really worked in these roles. I thought like Lamaya's good chemistry with all three of the husbands was pretty good, and you know they all did their thing. So salute to black excellence there. And what else worked about this film, in my opinion, was it was just so easy to watch. Like this film, what was it? I think it was a little bit more than an hour and a half, but it went by so quick. It felt like I watched this film in a matter of less than an hour. It went by so quick. So the pacing was really, 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 really good. But let me get into a little bit what didn't work for me with this film. It was just left me with some unanswered questions. Like, for instance, and again, I don't want to give away too many spoilers for this, but Lamaya Good, she was getting revenge for something that these men did to her when they were boys. They were 13 years old. She was 13 years old as well. And, you know, a horrific incident happened. And she was trying to get her lick back, right? But I don't understand. If she's just trying to get her lick back, why did she have to marry these men? And why did she have to stay married to them for exactly 1 year and then kill them? Like, I just didn't understand, you know, that aspect of it. So, again, that's something that just didn't work for me. Like, just a little bit of lazy writing there. But I don't want to call it lazy because, again, over there on Tubi, they're turning out content left and right. So, you know, you got to choose. I think they choose quantity over quality in that regard. But that was a big question I had. And secondly, like, I was surprised none of these men remembered her from childhood. I mean, they were about 13 years old, but usually you remember people from a very traumatic event, especially. You know, you might not remember all your peers from 13 years old, but definitely when something bad happens, you're going to remember them, you know? And I don't know, she didn't change that much. It's not like they mentioned she had plastic surgery or anything like that. So that was just like an unanswered question that I had as well. But overall, I would definitely recommend watching this movie. I would rate it a 2 over 5 stars. It was pretty good. Again, just an easy watch. You know, don't set your expectations high. This is not a blockbuster, high budget film. This is written by Chris Stokes and his film company, Footage Films Production. So, you know, shout out to them. But nonetheless, now I want to just get into some theories I had about how Lamaya Good was able to snag these men. All right, so I have a number of reasons why I think Lamaya Good was able to get these husbands in such a quick period of time. I mean, she locked them in, got them off the market really, really quickly. My first theory, why I think the men liked her, but obviously she was attractive, so I don't need to go too deep into that. She was attractive. She dressed pretty well, pretty normal. But one thing I think that's notable about her was she was pretty cheap. Y'all, I mean, like, every wedding she had did not have a lot of guests. Her weddings were very low key. I mean, obviously she was a serial killer, so she had to keep everything pretty low key anyway. But when I was looking at these weddings, I'm like, these weddings don't have any more than like 40 people per wedding. You know what I'm saying? And she wore the exact same wedding dress for all 3 weddings, you know? Another cheap move right there, you know? And I believe she said that the wedding dress belonged to her mother. You know, and she was telling the guys that, and I think sometimes guys just like somebody that's, you know, just low maintenance. Let's call her low maintenance. Let's not call her cheap. All right. And again, the weddings were very affordable. She wore the same dress. And also, she will always say this, like, at every anniversary, like right before the anniversary, she would tell the guys, like, oh, don't worry about getting me anything. I don't need anything this anniversary. And when they would buy her something, they all bought her like bracelets. And she would say, oh my God, I told you didn't have to buy me anything. We weren't going to exchange gifts. Like, she always acts like she don't want no gift. And she knows she want a gift. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like, that's just the number one reason why I think she was able to get this man, because she was very, very, very low maintenance. The second reason I think she was able to snag these men was she morphed into the woman that each man needed her to be. She studied these men, and she plotted on them, and she morphed into whoever they needed her to be. Like, for instance, the mayor, who was the third husband. She was allegedly like a reporter, and she told him exactly what he needed to hear at like his lowest moments. When his wife was dying, she told him what he needed to hear. She told him what he needed to hear to win the election. Like when his campaign manager and his whole team was telling him to hide his wife's sickness, she was the one that came to him, was like, listen, no, you don't need to hide that your wife is sick. you know, you need to go public with that information so you appear more vulnerable, more relatable to the public. And that right there helped, you know, just boost his popularity right there and helped him actually win. So she morphed into who he needed. She saw that gap. She saw he wasn't getting that advice or that information from anybody else, and she just came right where she saw that gap, right where she saw that problem, and she fixed that problem. All right. And she did that with her second husband as well. Like, he was a real estate developer. Real estate developer needs like a real estate agent, right? So she became like this boss real estate agent. Like, she morphed into whatever she needed to be. And along those lines of her career, like, the third reason I think that these men liked her was because she was a boss in every career. Like, in her first career, she owned like a marketing agency, like a very successful marketing agency. For her second husband, she was the top producing real estate agent. And for her third husband, she was a reporter. Like, she was super successful. She had her own identity. She had her own life. And I think the kind of men that she was dealing with, they were all successful too. So they liked that she had her own thing going on for her. Like, she appeared to have her own money. She appeared to have like her own friends, own family. Like, she had her own identity outside of them. And I think that could be very attractive to a potential mate. The next reason she was able to get married so quickly to these men is, and they didn't get into this for every engagement that she was in, but her second engagement, particularly to Emmett, they were talking about how she was celibate. Like, she did not give him none until their wedding night. So that could be a reason too. Again, these are just theories, you know, this is all just for shits and giggles, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I thought that was a reason too. Like, oh, wait, he think he got him, you know, a real one, an innocent woman. So, you know, some guys like that too. Now, the fifth reason she was able to execute her plan of marrying these men quickly was she cooked. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get into detail about all of her meals, but I know that second husband, he loved her salmon and asparagus, you know, and some guys are just, not even some guys, most guys, like, when you could cook, oh my God, like, you know, they'll lock in with you when you know how to cook. So I think that's a big reason that she was able to reel these men in quickly too, is because of her cooking skills. And also, another reason is, and this was particularly with her first husband, Tommy from All the Queen's Men. She won his mama over. He seemed like he was a mama's boy, and she won his mama over. The mama really liked her. So she played her part. You know, she always complimented the mom, said nice things about the mom, treated him really well, assured the mom that she was going to take care of him. And I think some guys, especially guys that are mama's boys, they really, really, really like when you can win their mama over. And the last reason I think she was able to win him over so quickly is she will always act like she didn't want to move too fast. Like, she would act so innocent, like, are you sure we're not moving too fast? Are you sure we're ready for this right now? Like, she always played the role of not thirsty. You know, she was not acting thirsty. She was not moving too fast. She was not pressuring them to marry her. So, obviously, you know, a lot of guys like that too. They like to be the one to chase, and they don't want to be chased. Some men, not all men. And again, this is just for shits and giggles, guys. This is just my theories, all right? But nonetheless, those are my theories, how she was able to get these 3 husbands in a short amount of years. And again, I do recommend watching this Tubi movie. Was it the best movie? No. Again, just rated a 2/5, but it was easy to watch. It was fun to watch. The actors did a really, really good job, guys. So yeah, head over to Tubi, watch Happy Anniversary. And if you did already watch the movie, comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how you think Lamaya Good was able to lock in all of these handsome, successful men in such a short time. Thank you guys for watching. If you got this far in the video, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is only like my 4th video on this channel, guys. So please support, show some love, share this video with a friend or 2. All right, see you next time. Peace.